I grew up in a small town on the south shore of Lake Superior, Marquette, Michigan. That town was so small it was 3 hours from an interstate highway. So in 1983, I joined the Army rather than go to college. I was there for 2 years on active duty, got off active duty, and then I went to college. The great experience about being in the Army, especially growing up in a small town, was being exposed to the diversity that the world has to offer. I think it was serendipity that brought me into the book industry. My mother tells a story of when I was growing up in Marquette. I would be the kid sitting in the lounge chair in the paneled family room in the summertime, and she would say, "Philip, you gotta go outside and play." And I would get out of my chair, run to the front door, slam the door, and then stay in the house and go up to my room and finish the book. So, always have been in love with books.
Every year for the past 30 plus years, we've partnered with the publishing industry to honor a leader in the industry. And this year, Phil Ollila is our honoree. And I think it was universally agreed upon that he is a phenomenal guy and that his personal life and caring exemplifies the work of Goddard. And so he was the ideal candidate for us.
Probably one of the reasons I'm at Goddard Riverside is because of the people I met along the way. At every turn in the book industry, there was always an industry professional in publishing or retail or distribution who for some reason or another was willing to give me a hand.
Phil's a leader that people want to follow. I mean, he's got a charisma and a humor about him that puts people at ease, and people want to work with Phil.
So how long have you all been coming to Goddard?
He's one of the most empathetic people I've ever met. He definitely wants to understand what's going on with either a person or a problem and see how he can fix it. He's very much into fixing things.
I admire his dedication, his commitment. He's hardworking. He's a good leader. He does a really good job making sure everybody on his team knows what it means to be successful.
He's deeply knowledgeable about the book content industry. He's deeply respected in the book content industry.
I think Phil brings creativity to the publishing community. He's continuously trying to look at it from outside the publishing industry.
Phil is one of the smartest people I've come across in a world full of smart people.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you? Nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you too.
Yeah. Bernard's story was, I think, maybe typical of what Goddard is capable of doing, but probably atypical in terms of someone with the challenges that Bernard had. And how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years in March.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I met Bernard a couple of years ago, and when I met him in the beginning, he was homeless and very isolated and angry. And over a period of time, we were able to develop trust, and that's when his guard came down, and we started to really make great strides and determining what his goals were as far as getting housed, reconnecting to his family, finding employment, and now 2 years later, he's fully employed, he's close to his own apartment, reconnected to his family. It's a great success.
They all said, as soon as they came in, they felt a sense of community.
Right, I got it.
Helping each other, being with each other, watching out for one
Watching
another.
out, talking, listening. Yeah.
Why does that happen so fast?
But we good people. This is a good place. Well, they helped me a lot. I mean, if I wouldn't have got here, I don't know where I'd be at right now, really. Like, I probably would still be in the streets, who knows? They helped me a whole lot, really.
It's remarkable the value that Goddard brings to the community through the power of people, whether it's seniors coming together for lunch or people with mental health and psychosocial issues coming together to help one another through work and experience. Hey Todd, is that
with all that? Right
no? Is that your daily meeting?
We do that once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week. So yeah, it's a chance for the community to speak and bring up their issues.
Yeah.
And one thing that's important about the clubhouse is that they have a voice, a valid voice. We look at like their colleagues. So we don't make a decision for them. We come to the decision as a whole.
This afternoon, I had an opportunity to join the seniors for lunch at Goddard. People from all walks of life are in the senior center. Everyone from a Russian immigrant to a former law librarian at Columbia. People from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and they've found a supportive community where they may not have one outside of Goddard. Well, it's a humbling experience. The people in the industry who have been honored by Goddard in the past, it's quite a pure group to be associated with.
I think Phil is a good recipient because he is integral to the fabric of Ingram and to the publishing industry.
He has a great sense of humanity. He's always thinking about how he can reach out, or how we can reach out as a company, and what more we can be doing.
I think even in times like this, more importantly than having arguments about political beliefs, that is critically important that we point to the North Star, to the destination, and that we move everybody in the same direction, because it's that'll change the world.
What I think I'd like to see come out of this award is more participation by individuals in the programs that Goddard needs. The publishing industry has so much to offer in terms of leadership, expertise, knowledge, and not just money. And trying to figure out how to take your time and talent and apply it to Goddard might be one of the most important things I can help influence.